Good morning, everyone. My name is Renaldi. I am from UNPRI, Universitas Prima Indonesia, from Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris. Today, I am going to interview one of the person that is from other country. So, hi, sir.
Hi,
What is your name?
I'm Orlando Cristobal from Philippines.
From Philippines.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been here?
In Indonesia, I started on 2013.
2013.
So it's around 17, 18 years already in Indonesia.
So that's a long time
A
as
long
well.
time, but different companies. Yeah.
For different
Yes.
companies. So you are working in Canang Indah now, right? So what is your job here? What do you do here?
I'm a technical consultant.
Technical consultant.
Yeah, my profession is electrical.
Mhm.
So mostly on automations and technical machines. Yeah.
Okay. So um, before before I mean, the first time you came here, do you have friends before?
Here in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came from Malaysia. Actually, I'm from Philippines, working in Philippines and work in Malaysia
Mhm.
together with some of our friends, and they moved here in Indonesia. And the time they asked me to join, so that's how I started my journey here in Indonesia in 2012 or 2013.
So is it okay if I say that you come to Indonesia because you have work to do?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So how do you feel after living here for 18 years?
Nice. Indonesia, I like Indonesia, people here in Indonesia, and also, of course, the foods in Indonesia.
Mhm.
And I like the environment as well because it's not it's almost the same in Philippines, and people also are good here in Indonesia.
You mentioned that you like the food in Indonesia. So may I know what is your favorite food?
Here in
Yeah.
Indonesia, actually, so many variations of foods here in Indonesia. But
Mhm.
I came from different cities, but here in Medan is the best. The best here in Medan.
And then I heard that most of the people from other countries couldn't hold the spiciness in Indonesia. What about you?
Ex-
Can you take it?
Exactly. Actually, is spicy foods. We in the Philippines, not all can take spicy foods. So when I came here in Indonesia, I used to eat the spicy foods, and and then yeah, it's something like from the beginning, it's not you cannot take it, but as long as you take it many times, and then you can already used to it.
What about your family? Does your family live here or they're in Philippines?
They stay in Philippines, but most of the time they come together with me. So they stay here every 2 months. They came over here. 2 months, 3 months. They came over here. But when the COVID 19 2 3 years ago, so they not coming here because of this situation. So it's not easy for them to bring here because of the situations. So yeah, so they coming here most of the time.
I heard that you mentioned about COVID. So,
Mhm.
do you think that COVID affects this factory, this Tanah Indah,
Yes.
in what certain way?
Also the economy, the market, the
Mhm.
market of our products affected by this COVID-19 because for about 2 or 3 years all over the world there are some restrictions or limitation because of this COVID. So the market of our products also reduced because many people, of course, they are not. I mean, they stay at home during the time. Many people are praying. So yeah, the supply of our products becoming more, but the demand is less. So yeah, it affects also our product.
I don't really know about the time when you were in COVID. So, how do you work here when it was COVID like 2 years ago? How do you come here to work then?
Actually, I stay inside the factory here
Oh,
in.
you stay
I
here.
stay inside the factory, so I'm limited to go outside because during the time also everybody is afraid about COVID. So I stay here in the factory. So every day I also work, but of course with the proper protections, with the mask and all those are recommended by the health organizations. So I followed.
So when you came here the first time in Medan, you have lived here in this
Yes,
factory?
I stay here.
Oh, you stay
I
here
stay inside the factory for almost 4 years.
4 years.
Yes,
Oh, I see.
yes.
Okay.
But of course, weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I go to city.
Mhm.
I look for food, some shoppings. Yeah.
So, do you go to the city every Saturday or Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, yes, you do.
Most of the time when problem here in the factory, I go to the city.
So, usually, what do you do in the city besides shopping?
My routine is go to gym on the Saturday on the afternoon because we work until 12. So in the afternoon, I go to gym, and then after that, so I go for shopping, and then go to church also as well.
So, let's go to the other question. So, this is a little bit sensitive, the topic, but if that's okay with you, I want to ask about what do you think of the president right now in Indonesia, considering you have been here since 17 or 18 years ago? How do you feel about it right now?
I mean, President Jokowi.
Yes.
For me, he's a very good leader. The time he became the president, I see many changes in Indonesia. For example, the last time I remember that the electricity, the supply of the electricity in Indonesia, because I work in industry, so most of the time we have problems on electricity because it's limited. The source of supply is limited. So we run the factory sometimes on and off depending on the availability of the source of electricity. But when Jokowi stepped up, then I feel, then everybody feel that the problem on the electricity is gone. So the source become more and more, and the supply better. And also the infrastructures. I see during the times, so if you travel from one place to another place, there are some limitations because of the road conditions. But now because of these many projects of Jokowi, is very easy from travel from one point to another point, from one city to another city. Yes.
Okay. So that means that you feel that Jokowi as a president has done his job good.
Yes, for me, rate him, yeah, good, better.
Okay.
I mean, for me, I think he's the best president is here in Indonesia.
I see.
Yeah.
So, what about the next candidates of president? What do you think? Do you think they will be as good as Jokowi or better?
I don't know yet, but I hope so. I don't know yet because I mean the background also of the next incoming candidates. I don't know yet. But
Mhm.
when they followed what was Jokowi started, I think Indonesia will become better.
For the last question, what do you hope for 10 years ahead for yourself? Let's say,
10 years.
yeah, let's say
Well,
10 years.
I'm 55 already, 55. So
Mhm.
I don't think I will stay here in Indonesia
Mhm.
uh, forever. Of course, there are
Yeah.
limitations as a foreigner. We are not, permanent. We stay here because of works. Because eventually we are going back to our family, to our hometown. So maybe another maximum another 5 years when I reach 60,
Mhm.
maybe it's the time for me uh, to 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 go back and enjoy my life on my hometown, Philippines. Yes. Yeah.
Before we close, I would like to ask, do you still are you still fluent in your language for the what do you call Philippine language?
Tagalog.
Tagalog. Oh yeah,
Yes.
sorry, I forgot about that.
Yes.
So are you still fluent about to Tagalog
Of
or
course.
you're
Of course, because it's our language that we use every day when since we are young, and then Tagalog is of course lah. All Filipinos can speak very fluent in Tagalog.
okay? I see. Right. So thank you, Mr. Orlando, for the time. If I have some words that is wrong or that hurts your feelings, I am so sorry. Okay, and that's all for the interview with Mr. Orlando, working here in PT Canang Indah. So, thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Here, have a seat.
Nice to meet you too. So I have a project from my campus.
You have what?
Project from my campus.
Yes.
There is making a video interview foreigner.
Okay.
So
So are you also learning to speak English?
yes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
first, what is your name?
My name is Gilly. Gilly. G-I-L-I. Bahasa Indonesia.
Not Gilly. Gilly.
Pulau Kecil.
Ah.
Yeah.
So where do you come from?
I come from the USA.
USA.
You know what that means?
Yeah,
United States of America.
So, how long have you been in Indonesia?
How long have I been in Indonesia? I arrived October 25. Or 25 October.
This year?
So that's about 1 month ago, right? Today I think is 25, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, October is 31 days, so anyway, close to 1 month.
Yeah. So, what are you going to Indonesia for? Like for a business or just for holiday?
No business, no work. I'm retired. You know what retired means? It means I worked for a long time. Now I have money. Doing kecil, but enough to travel.
Travel.
Yeah. So I travel. I go to Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Cambodia.
So,
How old am I? How old am I in my heart? Or how old am I on the calendar?
Calendar.
On the calendar? Okay. I am 73.
73.
Yeah. That's not young in anybody's book.
Are you comfortable in Indonesia?
Am I comfortable? You mean like because of the weather
The weather and the people.
and the people? Well, one of the reasons I come to Baras Pagi is because the weather here I like very much.
It's
It is
cool.
very cool all the time. Yes.
Me
And
too.
you like it also, don't you? Yes. Yes. We don't have fan, right? No fan.
No fan, no air conditioning.
AC, just natural.
Yes,
It's quite
natural.
comfortable. And the people, every place I've been in Indonesia, people very nice.
Nice.
I've been to a lot of places in Indonesia. So yes, it's comfortable for me.
So what is your opinion about Indonesia or this place? Ras Tagi.
What is my opinion?
Yeah, about Ras Tagi.
Well, part of it I already told you. I like the people and I like the climate. And it's also a beautiful place. Yeah. So many places that I've been in Indonesia were like that. The climate sometimes is very hot and humid like Medan, you know. That's a lot of places like that. City, but still people are quite friendly.
Okay. And how about your country? What that the tour and place that I can visit?
Say it again.
About your country that I can visit.
Well, there's two things that make that difficult. One, if you come as a tourist, you can most likely get a tourist visa. But the number one problem is it is very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So expensive.
And that's one of the reasons I like to travel because my money goes further in Indonesia than it does in America. Everything costs, everything that I buy, mostly food and accommodation,
Mostly cheap in Indonesia.
is from 1/10 to 1/5. I don't know if you understand. 10% to 20% of what it would be in America. Does that make sense to you? Like if I buy something here for $1, in America the same thing would cost at least $5 and probably 10. Yeah. And maybe more. But at least that much. Like a nice pizza, very expensive, costs $30, $40.
So expensive.
Very expensive. Everything is very expensive.
And the place that I can go in USA, you can recommend.
The place you could go in USA.
That you can recommend like for holiday. Recommendation.
Oh, recommendation.
Of course.
Well, one of the things that if you come to Sumatra, one thing you should see is Lake Toba. You might not stay there at Tuk Tuk, maybe a few days, and then come to Baratagi where it's nicer. Right? But you gotta see the lake. That's an amazing thing to see. Right? And in America, they have what's called the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. Grand means amazing, big, beautiful, and it is.
Okay.
And it's, you know, I highly recommend the Grand Canyon.
I will go in there
It's,
later.
but it's not something you can see in a few minutes. It takes days,
Days.
maybe weeks. Even. You can spend a month there, and still you just saw that a little bit.
How about in Bali? Bali?
Have you
How
go to
about
Bali?
Bali?
Have you gone to Bali?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. You're asking me what is a month?
What?
Bulan? Huh?
Bali, Denpasar.
Have you go there? in
No, what's
Indonesia,
meaning Bali?
it's so popular in Indonesia that calls Bali.
Oh, the island of Bali.
Yes,
Yeah.
island Bali.
Yeah. I went there a long time ago, 20 years ago. I didn't really like it, to tell you the truth. You know, I mean, there are some beautiful things about Bali, but it's just too many tourists.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't really, you know, it's interesting. I am a tourist, but I don't really like tourists. You know, for the most part, especially Western tourists, and especially men, Western men that are tourists traveling alone, like just like me, are obnoxious. And they just want to drink alcohol,
Oh,
and you know, I don't really like to be around them. Some are very nice, but many are awful.
So, are you alone or you have a brother or sister?
I have a brother. He lives in Chiang Rai, Thailand. He is retired also, and he has a retirement visa. And I like to go on the tourist visa and go to many places and kind of moving around a lot. But he likes to go to one place and stay there. That's why he's in Chiang Rai and has a retirement visa, so he can stay there. And when I leave here next month, or whenever I leave. No, I leave. What month is this? November, right?
November.
Okay. On 20 December, I'm going to Chiang Rai to see my brother. I came from Chiang Rai to see my brother. Go back again.
And about COVID-19, as I said 2 years ago, right? COVID-19. Is there any effect of COVID-19 on you?
business.
For example, for your business?
Well, while I was in, when the pandemic first hit, I was in Malaysia. And I stayed there until the pandemic started going down. And while I was there, I got 2 shots here and 2 shots here. So I got 4 shots, 2 vaccines and 2 boosters while in Malaysia. So I still like to wear this. Yes, the mask. I like the mask. A lot of people throw it on the floor, right? But I like it. So no problem.
So, yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for your
Oh, you're
time.
very welcome.
Do you have any brothers or sisters? What? So do you have any brothers and sisters?
Ja, Sister.
Hast du Bruder oder Schwester? Experience while in Indonesia?
Weswegen ich hier bin?
Why is it?
Holiday.
For holidays we are in Indonesia.
Miss, ma'am, why did you choose to go to Indonesia?
Oh, Linda muss mir
Waarom willst du nach Indonesië auf Urlaub zu kommen?
weil es schön ist. Ich war schon mal hier.
Karena
Vor
bagus
3
katanya.
Jahren.
Dia udah pernah kemari. Dia nggak itu bagus Inggris. Ya udah.
My name is Alexandria, but Alex is okay.
Wie lange bist du schon hier?
Oh, eine Woche.
1 minggu.
One week.
How long have you been in while living in Indonesia? Did you feel comfortable?
Ini masa nyaman di Indonesia.
Oh ja. Voelst du dich sicher hier in Indonesien?
Oh ja.
Oh ja.
What things do you do here in Brastagi?
Okay, thank you.
Ja, you're welcome.
What's your name? My name is Fatia. And where are you from? I'm from Germany. So can we wait a minute? I want to ask you. Okay, where are you? How long are you in here? Stay here for 2 days. Langsung nama di Indonesia. Can you introduce yourself? What is your name, sir?
Yes, my name is Pierre. Pierre. Pierre.
Where are you from? Rasanya manis sekali. Mau coba? Germany. How long have you been here? How many years? Brother or sister? What do you think about COVID-19? I think until now. But it's Thank you.